Hello dear friends and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to do the Nintendo Switch device that's recently launched. Okay, that we draw a rectangle okay, so this is okay. So since the edges are round, I'm going to use this particular stencil. This stencil is used to draw circles of various size, from small to big. Okay, so I'll be using this particular stencil to round the edges, because the edges are round. Okay, so similarly on all four sides. Okay, so the edges are done. Now we'll just take, so let's take 1 inch from both the sides and draw a straight line on this side too. Okay, now we're going to give a small thin border. See, I haven't measured the dimensions, so this is more or less a freehand drawing, so we cannot compare it exactly with the original device. I mean to say about the dimensions. So you have to bear with me for that. Okay, so the screen is also done. Now again I am going to take this stencil with which you draw circles, and I'm going to draw the buttons, the big button, and you have 4 small buttons as well. I think that is not the position. It should come. What we will do is we will first draw the vertical and 2, 3 and 4. Okay, that I think looks better. You have a small square was the size. Yeah, this was the size. So 6. In the center. And what was this? This is the dimension. Okay, so one here, one on top, one on the right side, and one on the left side. Okay, and you have a small similar thing over here somewhere. Okay, so I think the drawing is done. Now we will erase the corners. Okay, I am using an ink pen to darken the lines, otherwise you may not be able to see the edges. Okay, so just drawing it over the lines that we drew with the pencil. There is a concentric circle inside, so that's the reason why I drew two circles. Okay, so I think I should have done it straight away with the pen. Could have saved a lot of time. Because now I'm drawing it twice, first with a pencil and then with a pen, so that's taking too much of a time. But the thing is that since we will be using the plastic crayons for coloring, they are very light actually, so you will not be able to differentiate between the edges. So that's the reason why I choose to draw it with the pen too. Okay, so now the drawing is done. Now we will start coloring, but before that we will erase all the pencil marks as usual. Okay. Here the stencil slipped a bit, so that's the reason why this circle got messed up. You have to keep a firm hand while drawing concentric circles, because even the slightest slip is going to be disaster. Okay, so let's start coloring now. Since the drawing is done, we will start with red. That's on the right side. Okay, before that, there's a plus sign over here on this side and a minus sign. That's already done. I think we should have color black. Okay, so let's color it with red first of all. And when you are coloring it, just see to it that the edge is a bit dark, so that it gives a feeling of it being curved edge. Otherwise it will look very flat. So only on the boundary. Okay, here you can color it evenly. Okay, now we are going to use blue for the left side. As usual, we are going to darken it on the edge think it was not easy, tough to follow this drawing because it was not very complicated. Okay, so the blue is done. Now we are going to use black for coloring the buttons. On the right side. Okay, so buttons are also done. Now we will be using silver or grey color. You can use either of these colors to color the boundary of the screen. I am using silver color because this looks like grey and it is easier to draw with this than grey. Okay. I'm using a black bold marker pen to mark the edge of the screen because it is totally black in color. If I used a black plastic crayon, it would still look grey, so that's the reason why I chose to color this using a marker pen, because it is totally dark here. that is also done. Now I will be using a white pen, a pen that writes in white, okay, to draw the letters on the buttons. Okay, so and we have got arrows over here on this, so let's just simply draw 4 arrows. Okay, now actually the video is done, but I think I should color the screen also along with the logo. So let's see if you can do that. Just give some color to the screen. This again is not standard, so don't compare it with the original screen. I'm just doing it so that I don't leave the place blank. I think I need green to that. You can also leave it blank or apply grey color or black color, whatever suits you. But I did this because otherwise it would look monotonous. The screen, the big area that looks very blank looking at the face. So that's the reason why I opted to do this. Those of you who just want to leave it blank can leave it. It will equally look good. Okay, so the screen is done. Okay, now I'm going to use the white pen again to just draw I'm not using a scale, just drawing it freehand to draw the logo. Just a second, it's not writing here. I don't know if it will be visible or not, because the background is too light for the white to be seen. But anyway, since I cannot, there is no other option now than to complete it this way. So okay, and a white dot there, and a similar image. When you are using a white ink pen on crayons, you have to be very careful. You have to clean the surface very nicely, otherwise what happens is that the wax enters into the nib and it will clog. So then the pen will be rendered useless. You won't be able to draw anything with the pen later on. So you have to clean the surface well before doing such work. But otherwise, this pen is good for overlaying lines on watercolor or other mediums which are absorbent on the paper. Absorbent mediums like watercolor or acrylic. This pen is good writing on such places. Okay. Now for the letters. Again, no scale, nothing. I'm just writing it freehand. Okay, so that's done. So we have come to the end of today's video. I hope you love watching this and doing along with me. I'll come up with another video tomorrow. Until then, take care, goodbye, thanks for watching, bye.